smile so much and wave their flags. She's alluded to the military band. Most of the people fail to see she had a broken bottle in the other hand, and she took them by surprise. She took them by the throat and said, "My friends, you're not allowed to vote." Ooh, but they shook it all off with a nervous laugh and cough. Next time she said, "I'll let those people joke." The people who grin themselves to death smile so much they fail to take a breath. And even when their kids were starving, they all thought the queen was charming. The people who grin themselves to death smile so much they fail to take a breath. And even when their kids were starving, they all thought the queen was charming. She polished all upon the wall and ran her hands right through her hair. So if the lady took the time to call, all the houses on the street would not compare. She thought it really funny that she hadn't any money, but those she looked up to, they had. Ooh, but they shook it all off with a nervous laugh and cough. And when they took her riches, it was sad. The people who grin themselves to death smile so much they fail to take breath. And even when their kids were starving, they all thought the queen was charming. The people who grin themselves to death smile so much they fail to take a breath. And even when their kids were starving, they all thought the queen was charming. The people who grin themselves to death smile so much they fail to take a breath. And even when their kids were starving, they all thought the queen was charming. There you go. Good evening. Welcome to Raconteurs News Out. That gives you enough time to get yourselves on. I hope you're well this Sunday evening. I know it's not unusual for me to do
Let me just chuck this production thing. There you go, removed him now, so we can't fucking get into his skins. It is. Well, it's now 5:20 to 10. We're due to start 9:30. We did, but we just had that tune in between. That's just at the start, and I thought that, particularly with the marching band sort of theme at the end, I thought that was particularly relevant today, with it being Remembrance Sunday as well. So I'm not a poppy wearer or anything like that, but I do believe that we should honour and remember the ones that are people, the people that that fell for this system and then put their lives on something that they believed in, which. But anyway, they deserve our thanks, and we give it to them on this Sunday. So good evening to you. How are you doing? It's been a mad week. I missed Friday. I missed Friday because I fell asleep. I'm one of them people. I'm just like completely, utterly fucking knackered at like. Me and my missus sit watching Bill. We've done it tonight because we don't watch regular TV because there's fuck all on it. So we like watch old Bill ones. And that, and it's always good how things have changed. You know, back then, this is what the propaganda were doing. When one at Coppers, it looks like he's going to get someone's going to complain about him. The shit the sends, but I don't imagine they do these days. I think they just go like, well, it's just another complaint. It'll just be. Current 12 thumbs down already. Well, we enjoy that. People don't like me. I don't care. They don't matter. It's all propaganda, and you know, you get these things. You get these coppers on the bill, and someone so and so's made a complaint about you, and the shit the sends and everything, and nobody really cares. Anyway, I thought I'd do tonight. I've had a fairly decent weekend. It's been true to form, really. It's getting a bit. This lockdown's a bit pathetic, isn't it? And I mean that song that started off with, the people who grin themselves to death. I mean, that's what we've got. Apart from the grin is hidden. We've got people that are just walking straight into this fucking tyranny, walking into where, let's face it, Joe Biden won that election about as fucking much as I'd win 100 meters at fucking next Olympics if they ever happen again. I don't know. There'll probably be computer Olympics or something like that, and that's what will end up taking over. I don't know. But yeah, it's because the outside will be deemed as, we'll all have to have a cage over us to protect us from the viruses that are in the air. We'll be in a dome or something. So it's sort of a little bit like Logan's Run, I should imagine. So I look forward to that. Anybody who thinks that Biden won that election, fucking give me a break. It don't really matter to me. I don't particularly care. But I mean, I saw the people. I saw fucking people posting that I know Sanders, one of our friends, Neil Sanders, yesterday or something like that. I think when they said, it's Joe Biden who's going to be president, because the media, they declare who's going to be president. And not any other things, like people, the people, and votes and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, fuck Trump and Biden, that's what I'd say. Eve of destruction, well done. Yeah, fuck Trump and Biden. Them announcing his win is treason. I don't know. I really don't actually know. I do know this. There's not a fucking chance in hell that Joe Biden won that election. You saw the Joe Biden fucking rallies. and they've got like 2 meters apart, and they're all fucking stood there 2 meters apart in groups of two. And you go to a Trump one, and it's fucking rammed, jam-packed, and there's about 15 people at these Biden ones. Just don't get it. I just don't get it. It's electronic voting. Yeah, who gives a shit? But you know, we should give a shit because I know we don't believe it's democracy that we've got at the moment. But this is the last fucking vestiges that we've got of democracy. Democracy, the last vestiges have gone. They're gone. If he fucking Joe fucking Biden, honestly, anybody got a kid? Feely Biden and did fucking vote. It's like voting Jimmy Savile. Well, Jimmy Savile, now then, young man, here's Joe Biden. We've got my friend Joe, Professor Joe Biden. Biden, yes. Fucking hell. This is shy. Give us a thumbs down. Says Super Leeds. All right, mate. You get a thumbs down. It's okay. I'm going to get some people on in a bit. Webby said he's going to come on before he goes to work tomorrow. I think goes to work tomorrow. Anyway, Webby said he'd come on. I've sent the link. I'll give the link to anybody who wants to come on. Fucking Leeds, he's a right knobhead, isn't it? Somebody fucking ban him. Can I ban him? I can ban him, can't I? Let's see, it's game. Put user in timeout. There you go. I've timed out Super Leeds. He's blocked for 5 minutes. He'll be on phone in a minute, having a right go at me. But yeah, there you go. Fucking blocked for 5 minutes. Gary Glitter, Andy, Jimmy Savile, Charles. Yeah, they're all at it. Yeah, it's God bless Biden. We Catholic lad, lol. Oh God, you people in the chat room, you all fucking crack me up sometimes. I'll say good evening to some of you. Good evening, Apple Charlotte in there. Please do not cross Apple Charlotte. She's there we go. Told you, didn't I? Oh, we can see that. Who it is? Well, can't see that, can you? It's my kid. All right. Oh, ring me back. I forgot to answer when I was trying to. Well, don't ring me back. I've put you on fucking block for 5 minutes. Get into thingy. Get into. I'll click link. You can get on in a bit. Webby says he's going to come on. Good evening to my E17 days. She's a fanny. Who's a fanny? I don't know who's a fanny. Mandy Genre, Elvis is Trump. Nice one there. Good one. We like a good conspiracy theory on here. Apple Charlotte, good evening to you. Don't whatever you do, don't cross Apple Charlotte. She's in the chat room. She's affectionately known as Vinegar Tits, which might mean more to some people than it will to others. And if it don't mean anything to you, Apple Charlotte, I apologise. It's just a reference from an old Australian soap that used to be on back in day right late at night, and anyway, Prisoner Cell Blockage, that was what it was called. Get Brian Harvey on. Get Brian Harvey on, but he won't come on. I think he's a bit suspicious, and I can't really blame him. He gets suspicious of stuff, so I can't really blame him. I'd love to have him on and have a chat with him and see what's going on, but I'm sorry. Chris O'Rourke says, I'm sadly old enough to remember. Yeah, remember old Vinegar Tits. I've done it, haven't I? I've done it now. I've given her a nickname, and people are going to keep calling her that. Whistleblowers blow best. That's good. Good evening to you. Watch him. He's not one of us. I think that's Max Organ. At least it's not the Freak. Thomas Tierney, good evening. Spanish Chicken as well. Dinny as well over there in Germany. The old St. Pauli fan. And whistleblowers blow best. Who'd shag that thing? We're talking about here now? He's got 22 million videos to make, so is Harvey. Okay. The old US Supreme Court is Catholic. I've no idea. What does that fucking matter? Anyway, look, we don't. Whatever we're going to happen, weren't it? Now, Trump's either. Now, if Trump's had some up his sleeve all this time, now is the time to fucking play them cards. It's Trump cards. That's the time. He can't fucking do that, can it? Fucking. I suppose QAnon is when he's fucking dead. QAnon will say, Trump's just about to rise from the dead and come and tell us what sort of people. He's going to come back and tell us who's in hell. I wish I could do it. I really wish I could do a Donald Trump impression. So Biden is joining the IRA. Okay, good for him. Good old Biden. He might get a decent sized weapon in his hand. That could get us fucking done, couldn't it? Weefy man, good evening to you. Yeah, Biden is joining the IRA. Yeah, there's some weird stuff. Anyway, it's lockdown too. We've got people who are trying to get the parents out of homes. They're told that they can't. We've got people going into, I don't know, where it is, Sainsbury's or something like that, and they're told that they have to, they're removed from building because they're not wearing a mask, and then the police force have to apologise afterwards. Whether there'll be any remedy for that, I don't know. Probably not. An apology is good enough, isn't it? I mean, you've been singled out and, you've been insulted in front of many, many people. And treat like a criminal. So as long as they say, "I'm sorry, we're sorry, we didn't know," it's like, honestly, it's like the fucking coppers in what's its face in that fucking Haribo advert. "Oh, we are the police. Oh yeah, hey. Hey, Super Leeds is back. Good evening, Super Leeds. Yes, you are free. I'm sorry about that. Well, I'm not actually sorry. It's about time you learn your lesson. Leeds. Anyway, so yeah, football's been fucking crackers this week. On Tuesday night when I were on air, Wednesday I come downstairs. Didn't even know till Wednesday. Wednesday we won on against Bournemouth and we got 3 points, and then suddenly we got another 6 points. So yeah. Oh dear. So good evening to you if you're watching on Facebook. Good evening on YouTube and of course on Twitch. So there you go. It goes viral and the damage is done. Would you like to have Andy Devine on your show? I wouldn't mind Andy Devine on my show, yeah. Wouldn't mind having a chat with him. Like I say, I'll chat with anybody. I'm not quite sure I know what I know sort of what he's about, but yeah, get him on. If you send him my way, I'll certainly jasonholmes98@aol.com. Or if you put in one of the comments there, then you will. Yeah, we'll get him on. Yeah, Dinny Carter, Jason, did you watch the video I sent you? I can't remember what he were. Let me have. It'll be on Skype, won't it? I can't get the Skype on this. It'll just fuck everything up. Yeah. So. I don't know. I may well have done, Dinny. So I may well have done. They do it most live shows. What was it? What we're talking about here? Oh, I should be able to see on that, shouldn't I? Oh, awesome. Fucking 35. 35 thumbs down. Woo! Dragging Trump out, Jason. 35 thumbs down, that's good. I like that. Spanish, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, listen, if you want to come on and chew the fat with me, here is my address. If you want to come on, you just make sure you got something to say, and we'll get you on. Hi Jason, one and all. What the fuck? 18 thumbs up, 35 wankers thumb down. Let's say it don't matter. It's thumbs. The thumbs, aren't they? It don't matter which way they are, whether they're up, whether they're down. As long as they're not up your arse. You'd prefer them down my arse, actually. So I'm probably more of a thumbs down fan. You all right, my kid? My little doggy? What's going on? Yeah? You all right? Okay. Yeah, here we go. It's the trolls with their socks. YouTube will rectify that number. It's engagement. Yeah. Did you have a good bonnie night? No, I didn't actually. You know what? That's the thing. Bonfire night were on Thursday, innit? And then on fucking Saturday, we have fucking knobheads who can't read a calendar. Show your dog. Come here. Come here, Watson. Good boy. There we go. Who's this? What's this? Here. Look, Watson. Who's that? Look at all them people there. Look. Hey? Look at all them people there. Good boy. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's a good boy. Thank you. Come on then. Let's have you down. Good boy. They just want to have a look at you. They don't want to know what you've got to say. So, say it. Watson. Say it. Good boy. Come on then. You know. Oh, good boy. See it. Oh, see that? My God, I'm getting fat. Look how fat I am. I want to become famous by followers, primes, and viewers. I don't want to become famous. What do I fucking want to become famous for? Because I'm tired of free-thinking twats and believing shithead billionaires. Okay. That Biden will put USA on full lockdown. Beware you folk out there. It's coming your way. Yeah, full lockdown. In America, he certainly will. Fucking be looking at me midriff do it. I'll turn the green screen thing off. Oh. Green screen. Oof. Oh. It's no difference at all. But there you go. Some people let fireworks early. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I mean, Watson's were pretty chill actually on bonfire night. There weren't that many, and it were just usual kids but on Saturday night, for some reason, knobheads who can't even read a fucking calendar. Like one night a year, I can do where I know we get it at fucking New Year's Eve as well, but there's nowhere near like bonfire night. And I don't mind it because what you can do is you make sure you make a fuss of your pet. And you try to make him feel as comfortable as possible. I mean, he was nervous as fuck. He would be behind my settee. He would be behind settee, cowering and stuff like that. So, I can do that for one night. All right, fine. But when they drag it off over they were on Friday night. Then they were fucking Saturday night, where some cunt's got what can only be fucking described as bomb. And by the way, are fireworks essential items? Where the fuck are they getting them from? You know, where are they getting them from? They're not essential items, are they? Or is it? Or what? I don't get it. You know, and then they said to us, "Oh, by the way, terrorism. We're expecting we've upped the terrorism fucking thing to imminent, and or you know, we're all nearly dead." And yet, it's you can go out and buy fucking bombs in Morrison's. You know, it's. Did your dog find it upsetting because of the fire? Yeah, it did. Yeah. One night a week, I can deal with. One night a fucking week. Fuck that. One night a year, bonfire night. I can upset. I don't want to spoil anybody's fun. It's just like, you know, a calendar is a fucking basic calendar. It's November 5th. That's on November 5th. If you do it on November 7th, you probably do it. It's probably not Guy Fawkes night. It's probably fucking Jimmy Savile night or whatever. I don't get, you know, it could be, just drives me up the wall. Never thought I'd say that. Never thought, but being a pet owner and a dog owner now, I didn't used to be past. I do understand. Culworth said couldn't get firework. No fucker selling them. Yeah, see, that's what I said. Why could anybody? Where are they getting them from? They must be buying them online. And if you're buying them online, I don't care where you're getting them from. They may be dodgy. They are basically explosives, and we're talking about explosives being sold openly when we're all, you know, when it's we're on a really high terror alert, and we've got this fucking virus. This virus, where is it? Is it there? No. Is it there? No. This virus. Anybody can see it's a joke. It's an absolute joke. An absolute joke. So let's hear from you anyway. Anybody want to come on? I'll put the thing in. Mate, fuck off. My address. There you go. It's StreamYard. Let me remove that. Kick from studio. There we go. Yeah, so I'm ready for you. I mean, I've kicked it off. If you're not bothered, then we can just sit here for half an hour, get a drink. Let me light this joint up. What did you think about Neil Sanders the other night? Anyway, I mean, I really enjoyed it, mate. I really enjoyed it. I do like talking to people I disagree with. And I do disagree with most of what Neil Sanders says. But you know, I'm happy to listen. But I thought I thought he didn't handle himself very well. I thought he were a little bit arrogant and cocksure. Cocksure, that's a good old name, isn't it? No, you don't hear that. He was very cocksure. I thought Mr. Sanders, he was delightful, Mr. Holmes. Oh, there you go. Well, it's up to you. It's fine. It's fine by me. Got somebody on called Piss Flap who's just turned up. Let's have a look at your Piss Flap. Can we see you? Let's see if we can get Piss Flap on. Good evening, Piss Flap.
Hello.
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 How's it going? Can you hear me?
I can't. Just about. You're a bit quiet.
What do I do? The microphone, man. Knackered.
Right. Okay. Well, hold it closer to your gob. By the way, those are nice curtains.
Oh yeah.
That's better.
Is that better?
That's better. Yeah. Yeah. We could see. You've got a little. Is that a light above us?
Yeah, something like that. I'd come on to say that I've got nothing to say.
Okay.
No, I'm only joking. But that'd be something to say, wouldn't it? But I'm just being clever, but I'm not clever. Sorry. Did you? So, what do you want to talk about?
I don't. You've rung me, mate. What do you want to talk about? What did you think? Did you listen to Neil Sanders? What did you think to him?
I don't know. He's batting from the other side, isn't he? I don't know.
In what way is he batting for the other side? You saying he's homosexual, or are you saying he's on the other team?
No, he's not, is he? He just thinks it's real, doesn't he? So, I mean, that's up to him. I mean, he does a lot of research and all that. So, you know, if he can make sense of it all and he believes what he hears, but then he'd argue that these people are independent and to anybody else. But I don't see it like that. I see it as this. They're all interconnected somewhere or another. They've all got, you know, their reasons why they do what they do. I mean, they're all, you know what I mean. I mean, it don't seem like anyone's independent to me. You know, because we only hear what sort of if it's on the TV, you know, it ain't. It's probably 99% of it is bullshit. I mean, you don't hear much honest stuff on the TV, do you? Not really. There's always an angle to it.
Right.
Do you think so?
No, I don't know. I mean, this them and us sort of situation. And look, Neil's, as far as I'm concerned, Neil's done some good research.
Yeah, well, he has.
He's done some good research, and look, I'm not. For me, all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make this show as interesting for as many people as it can possibly be. Now, of the people that watch it, you know, most people are going to be head on and against what Neil Sanders is saying. That's just the nature of this show and the people that listen to it. But for him to come on I did think he were intellectually superior to everybody else. You know, it were a good show. It were a good show. I enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. I got to make my points, and I got to put points for other people across as well. So it's watch him. He's not one of us. Said, well, I just admired Mr. Saunders' balls all night.
All right, he's a fucking knobhead. Personally, he don't shut up, right? And he sits down to you. He takes the piss. He laughs at you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that Scottish bloke had a go at him, didn't he? He was like, that Scottish bloke, what was his name? Tony? No, not Tony. Yeah, it was Tony. Did you cut me off?
I had what? Say that again.
Are you speaking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said he takes the piss, that Sanders. He laughs at you, man. You know what I mean? Takes the piss. You know, someone's like there, like giving a point, and he's like saying his bit. Okay, he might know what he wants, but he ridicules you at the same time. He might know what he's talking about, but he actually ridicules you, and he don't even know he's doing it. He's got like this sense of this sort of thing about him, hasn't he, where he looks like he's fucking laughing at you.
This sense of superiority.
Well, he ain't fucking superior to me. I don't give a fuck what you know. I got common sense. That's what's fucking good enough for me.
Anyway, Leeds has joined us. Hang on, I've muted him because when he come on, it made you quite quiet. So, Leeds, good evening, mate. How are you doing?
Not bad, my friend. How are you?
I'm good. Bit of a hammering you took on the weekend, wasn't it?
I thought, well, let's talk about football.
How you feeling?
Only when it suits you, eh? You cheating bastards.
Fuck off. You can't call us cheating bastards. You're Leeds, for fuck's sake.
Well,
I've
not been up. I've not been up long, mate. So I'm not very talkative. So
all right. Well, anyway, we've got piss flap on anyway. If we keep, do you want to keep? We want to keep calling him that.
well, where's I thought that was a smoke alarm actually, but is it a light?
The Housing Association smoke alarm.
It's a smoke alarm. All right.
Yeah.
I once got kicked out of an hotel for dismantling one of them.
Did you follow the Manchester protest today, any of you?
No. What was that protest?
There's a lot of people turned out in Manchester to well, it sounded to me like they weren't too happy about the lockdown, but I don't know whether they want to get back to tier 3 or tier. I mean, they're on tier 4. I don't know whether they was moaning about whether they wanted to get back to tier 3, tier 2, or tier 1, or no lockdown at all. I didn't know what it was, but hopefully it was no lockdown. You never know though, because these people, some of them, they might just be moaning. I mean, you never seen them before, like November the 5th. So whether they just don't like the current lockdown, they didn't mind the previous lockdown, because it's all fucking lockdown, right? I mean, wearing gloves, mask in a shop like 2 weeks ago, that's lockdown. That's not normal, is it?
Well, no, it's not. It's not. But the people don't get it, though, do they?
They never will. I think we'll lose that anyway, because this is a young person's world, and young people, even if it was bullshit, they don't mind, because they like what's coming. They like all the new stuff, and it's all going to be good and fun, and you know what I mean? It's like, they don't give a shit about their human rights, you know what I mean? Or whatever, their freedom. They don't give a shit about that anyway. They don't even know what that is. Then they talk about, you know, it's all, they don't mean nothing to them, you know what I mean? They don't want freedom. They're too busy, like, you know, in their, like, technical world, whatever it is, you know?
I don't think...
What is freedom to them? I don't know.
We've got another addition to our stream. Here we go. It's Clarkey. Good evening, Clarkey.
All right, cockles.
I'm all right, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, brother. I'm sorry, mate. Let me turn the... There we go. Sorry, mate. I had YouTube on at the same time, man. All right, lads.
yeah, we're all right.
Sorry I'm late, brother. I did think I couldn't get on today, but change of plans, man.
So, you've got some good insight. You've got some stuff to say about our previous guest on the last show.
Neil.
Yeah, Neil. Yeah.
I'll sum it up in one word: cunt. Nah, there's knowing things, and then there's knowing it all to the point where you come across as just a complete arrogant bastard. When that is his name Paul? Second name Cotter, P. Cotter.
Yeah.
When he came on, he was trying to have a valid conversation with him. The dude was just cutting him off in the most arrogant fashion. You know, that's the type of guy you know, if we're all sat down the pub, he's the dude who ends up, you know, getting a pint pot in the fucking mug. That face he kept pulling. You know, it's like he has some kind. I can't explain it. You know, what people who just think they're superior. You know, intellectually.
Clarkey, can you imagine if Neil Sanders goes down to his local and starts talking like that? I mean, they'd think he's more mental than we do.
Mate, I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of the stuff what he said is he seems like an intellectual guy, but then you know it goes beyond that, doesn't it? Where you just become one of these know-it-alls, and the problem he has is he won't accept anyone else's opinion on anything. He seems to be right on everything, and I can't stand people like that, man. You know, and that face. He kept following this face, what was reminiscent of Johnny Rotten. But when Johnny Rotten does it, he does it with a, you know, he does it in a cool way, man. But this cunt does it in a way where I just wanted to just, you know, I kept staring at that schnoz all night. It was as he was going on, picturing me forehead, crunching it. And I'm not a violent guy, man, you know.
I liked like the music stuff he did, but then recently it's just, I don't know, it just seems to talking bullshit.
Someone said it there in the comments. I didn't know what to say to him. Annoying smugness.
I didn't know what to say to him. Seriously, I didn't know what to say to him.
Well, here's the thing, mate. You know, the way we all speak amongst each other, we can't have a proper conversation with a person like that. Because there is no conversation in them. You know, it's them, and that's it. That's all you're getting. I couldn't last 5 fucking minutes in the same room as him. You know, I really couldn't. I couldn't, man, you know.
I know. Yeah.
Entertaining, though. It was entertaining. I watched the entire thing, you know.
Fun. Good viewing, but... And I think what I said about him coming back on, because he knew we were going to get some shit, didn't he?
I never knew he'd been on before or out like that.
All respect for to him for coming back on, I think.
I didn't even know who he was until I watched that, you know.
All right.
But he does have some valid points and all that lot, but it's just the way that he puts them across. If he weren't such a smug, arrogant bastard, then he might be an all right guy, you know.
You know what? Some of his earlier stuff with Richard D. Hall. I mean, that's quite good.
Yeah, I've never watched anything he's done. I never even knew about him. But, you know, after this stream, I looked up, I noticed the book he'd done with Manson on the front of it and that. But as for anything, you know, I've never heard of him in my life.
All right.
But, I mean, you know,
he's been on a few times now.
Oh, has he? I don't mind people who put the effort in and the time to learn things and that. But when you put it across as if you're some kind of higher authority, you're just an arrogant, smug bastard. You know, that's going to lose him a lot of attention, really. You know, if he didn't do all that, he'd probably have a massive following.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I always admit I'm a wanker. You know, I am a wanker. I don't know everything. I don't know fuck all.
I don't. You know, when we're talking about stuff, I just, you know, I can see what's going on with society, with the way everything's going at the minute, but I don't go deep into fucking reptilian overlords and all this bullshit. You know, I can see the supermarkets are popping up, siphoning the life out of the everyday businessman. And, you know, we're all getting pushed to be corporately reliant. You know, that's plainly obvious. That's something I've noticed anyway in what I do. But I don't go as deep as that dude does, you know. I think if I did, I'd be fucking hung from the rafters by now.
Clarky, but seeing as you're the closest in proximity, did you see out the protest in Manchester over the weekend?
No, I didn't, mate. A mate of mine went. If I'd have been 10 years younger, I'd have probably been fucking there, you know what I mean? But it's only the end of fucking days, isn't it? I've got better things to do, to be honest with you, but
you're not getting anywhere, are you, protesting? I don't think, anyway.
Well, it depends where you do it. It's all right going standing in the middle of Manchester, but I think if 20,000 strong turned up at Downing Street's front door, it'd be a different story, wouldn't it?
Well, you'd hope so, but I mean, when they were marching against the Iraq war, it didn't really. There were a million or even 2 million people on the streets of London. Still didn't do no fucking good. We still, you know, went in there.
Well, you'd think they'd have done that when fucking Blair came into power in first place, wouldn't you? Now we've got fucking PD Joe Biden. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ! I see someone sent me a video of him, and I tell you now, you know, I've had my friends' children round and all that lot, and I don't fucking groom them the way that dirty old nonce does. I'm sorry, but he's a bit creepy, that dude, if you ask me.
That one where he's got that young girl in White House.
Listen, brother, there's a clip on there where he's got about 20 different young girls. He's touching the touching the chest, rubbing their chins, fingers across their lips. Listen, mate, it's fucking creepy. I'm sorry, if someone was doing that to one of my kids, you know, you're intervening instantaneously, aren't you?
So,
I mean, sorry, Jess.
Go on.
Oh, I was just going to agree with you that I don't believe he's won election. But
well, listen, whoever gets into power, mate, it doesn't fucking make the slightest bit of difference because it's already preordained the outcome, innit, you know? We're heading down Shit's Creek and there is no fucking paddle and there's a big bastard waterfall at the end of it.
well put. That's cheered us all up.
Merry Christmas, motherfuckers.
What did you make an election, piss flap?
Piss flap? Fuck, I didn't even notice his name.
Of what? What? Pedo Biden?
Yeah, what did you make an election?
I don't follow it. Fucking shit.
Weren't you on here when that Neil was on piss flap?
Yeah, I spoke to him, didn't I? I purposely tried to take my mic didn't work, but I tried to talk over him because I was doing what he does. And I didn't show him any respect, and that's the way I wanted to speak to him, because I knew that if I didn't speak to him like that, he was going to speak to me like that.
Yeah, he was an arrogant bastard, wasn't he? Your mic's a bit thinky there, mate. It's a bit underwater.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with it. You can hear me, can't you?
What sort of mic are you using?
Microphone.
Oh, right, okay. Is it the one on the phone?
A yogurt pot with a bit of string through an hole.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just, I'll probably knock her up. Won't even work at all, man. You know, you were talking about Biden, made the pedo, right?
Well, I'm not saying he is a pedo, but, you know, common sense tells me he's a bit of a creepy bastard.
Now, isn't it? It's normal now. I mean, it's all gone tits up, hasn't it?
Well, they're trying to normalise it. It wouldn't surprise me if there was a kiddie fiddling fucking TV show out on ITV next week, you know. We've got transsexualised fucking children and all that shit, haven't we? So, you know, it won't surprise me.
Hosted by Felix Schofield.
Yeah, transgender fucking kids and all this bullshit. You know, it's fucked up, man.
They got people feeling sorry now for the you know, the person that done the crime. They got them feeling sorry for them, and the victim is like they're the baddie.
Yeah, I know, mate. They're trying to normalise that shit, man. It's fucking disgusting.
It's disgraceful. That what you said there, Clark, you're not far off. I noticed I was watching something on Discovery Channel, and they had an advert on Discovery Channel for a new show called Virus Hunters.
Oh, I've not seen that, mate.
No, Virus Hunters. So they can't fucking find one either. So, you know, why are we in lockdown?
Right. I get you.
And so, I mean, fucking preview, they go into this cave and there's loads of bats. Bats, remember? Fucking, this is where it's supposed to have started. Some cunt eating a fucking bat in fucking China.
What? As people were fucking dropping dead on the fucking middle of the street?
Exactly.
What an absolute crock of shite. Oh, yeah, there's a more fucking... I was changing the avatar thing. There we go. That'll do. We might as well suit the fucking thing, don't we?
I can't understand, right, how someone with COVID-19 who ain't got no symptoms can spread it. How do they do it?
Mate, it's just fucking... It's an absolute... You know, when he started going on that Neil about RNA viruses and that, I looked into all that shit, you know, and what he was saying, you know, I do believe quite a bit of it. But then Mr. Cotty came on, and what he said I'd also looked into. And for me, I would have rather listened to Cotty's take on it than I would that Neil's. Because when Cotty challenged him on RNA viruses and the word virus, and it's where it originated from in general, he wouldn't have it. And he tried to make Cotty out to be some kind of fucking moron. And it really pissed me off, man, because he had some valid points, you know. And then he started pulling that face at him, you know, as if he was so, oh, fucking hell. Irritating.
I'm old school. I'm a bit older, and he reminds me of Rat Scabies.
Of who?
You?
He used to be a drummer in a punk group, The Damned.
Oh, I don't know, mate.
You don't know that is. Listen, can you do something about your mic, piss flap? I don't know whether you need to get closer to it or what. I don't know whether you're using a headset or you know, you just got your
piss
thing
flop.
out.
It's the way you're addressing him, though, as if his name's fucking normal, Jay. Can you do something about that piss flap?
Why has he got it pointed at his ceiling? Why didn't he just turn his camera off if he don't want to show his face?
He's probably got his knob out, hasn't he?
Oh, for fuck's sake, Clarky. I never thought about that.
I'm having a wanker with Jason.
You've not got your knob out, you piss flap.
Oh, man.
Honestly, this is worse than fucking working with uni.
Maybe it is uni. Is it uni's ceiling? And can anybody work out whether that's uni's ceiling?
Piss flaps on the fat. A bit muffled. You see, everybody's saying piss flaps are a bit muffled. Try opening your legs.
No, I think that little bit of a light hum is coming from yours, Leeds. There's like a little buzzing noise.
Yes.
There we go. It went then.
That's Leeds. It's whenever someone talks, it'll go away. It's just that's Leeds' thing. See, if I turn Leeds' mic off, it will stop.
Yeah, there we go.
See, well, I can't turn him off because like nobody can shut him up, even though I fucking banned him for 5 minutes earlier on. Then he fucking rings me up. This flap, can I ask you a question?
Ask away.
Can you get your mic closer to your mouth? That's not the question, by the way.
Yeah, I'm listening.
There you go. Are you the guy that keeps fucking sending me? Someone phoned me up last night at midnight on Messenger. Was that you?
Done that. I rang up Piers Corbyn last night.
Well, do you know why I got rang off Boris Johnson? Did I tell you about that one, Jay?
No.
Yeah, it was about 4 a.m. About a week, 2, maybe about 3 weeks ago, and Boris Johnson rang me up. I said, fucking hell. Hey, I tell you what, mate, it was fucking his voice, I'm telling you. I said, fucking hell, bozo, how come you're ringing me this fucking early in the morning? He said, I hear you're against our new COVID regulations and all this shit. So I had a fucking chat with the cunt, and he fucked off. But it was the weirdest fucking thing ever, because I rang round all my mates who I thought it could have been. The only people who had my number, and it was 100%, none of them. You know, not because they would have admitted it by now. I'm telling you, it was him. It was him, Jay. I swear to you.
Right. We've gone beyond fucking lunacy. We've gone fucking beyond lunacy. Fucking.
We've got the Prime Minister ringing, piss flaps is in the chat, and fucking Anus will probably be joining in a minute, won't he? Oh, fucking fanny farts.
Who did Piss Flap get phoned by? Can we hear about that?
Who?
You said you got... Piss Flap said he got
midnight last night on Messenger. I've got somebody who every time I go on Facebook, right, I got up Tuesday, on Wednesday morning, right, I didn't get in bed well about fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. And so, anyway, I woke up at about fucking half past 7 or 8 o'clock or something like that. Fucking my fucking phone.
Get to a fucking point, will you? Come on.
All right, so
spit it out, you cunts.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to read fucking. I'm trying to read fucking thing as well. So I get that. So I get up about 8 o'clock, something like that, because I need a shit.
I went to read fucking years ago.
So I go downstairs so that I can get some, to read on Bog, and I go onto Facebook, and as soon as I go on Facebook, I start getting these fucking messages, and I've got 10 from this one bloke, and then it starts ringing me, and I'm thinking to myself, fuck me, I've only just got up. I'm going back to bed in a minute. And he said, "What? Why were you not answering?" I said, "I'm just having a shit. I've just got up. I ain't even had a shit yet." Is that you, piss flap?
That was me, yeah.
Fucking hell.
And then midnight last night. I can't look. Listen, when I'm on this show, and I belong to you people, the listeners, but not when I'm not on, especially midnight on a fucking Saturday night.
You know why he won't put the camera down now? Because he's going to do a Dr. Scott out of the Rocky Horror Show, seeing in private with his suzzies on. That's why he wants you on Facebook. Fucking leg up in air with stilettos.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, there's Paul. J. Paul's trying to chat there, Paul Cotty. Get him on, mate.
I've sent
I'm going to start ringing you up at 4.
I've sent Cotty a link. If Cotty looks in that group chat that I've got in with him and fucking hell, we him and Webby and a woman, can't remember her name. That's probably sexist, but who gives a fuck? But yeah, I've put the link in there. So if Paul Cotty wants to come on, I'm sure Clarkie'd love to talk to you because he's not talked to you. But we spoke after the show on Tuesday, didn't we, Clarkie? And
yeah, mate. Yeah.
Said that we'd get Cotty on Friday
after he was rudely fucking interrupted.
Yeah. So I'm only in the door, lol. What does that mean? Oh, only just in the door. There you go. Webby with a woman, Uni will be devastated. No, Webby's not with a woman, is it? Jesus Christ, it gets worse. Can this year get any worse? So what? It's fucking been a great laugh, hasn't it?
Aye, fuck me. It's a very strange one. To me, mate, I already feel like I'm not part of society when I walk down the fucking street, man. I feel I must have some kind of fucking acute paranoid schizophrenia or some shit, But I actually feel like I've been transported to a fucking alternate reality of late. I really do. It is. It's just fucking beyond comprehension how the world has changed like it has in the past couple of months.
Yeah.
Been coming for a while,
in the last year. Say that
Piss
again.
flap. You need a new mic, brother. It's fucking useless, that one, man.
Yes. I've just been trying for 10 minutes trying to fix it, man.
Put the camera on your face so the mic's fucking facing you. We've seen you. You're an old-looking dude with glasses on. We know what you look like. You fucking revealed your identity last time you were on, man.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want the dole office seeing me.
What, do you think they might think you're working?
They might think I'm getting money.
Paul Cottis joined us. Good evening, Paul. How are you doing, my old mucker?
Good, thanks. Is me sound good tonight?
Yeah,
Too fucking loud now.
Too fucking loud.
Nip round to Piss Flaps and show him how to set his up.
Yeah, fucking hell.
A bit too loud like myself the other night, I think, is it?
Yeah, if anything, it needs going down just a tad, brother.
No bothers. Just let me check this out. How's that?
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Yeah, hopefully that's a bit better. I was never any good at this fucking tech shit.
No, but we're talking how you were rudely interrupted by Mr. Sanders last week, brother.
In fairness now, I was a bit rude myself, I thought.
No, I didn't.
Not,
I didn't think that at all. I didn't get that vibe whatsoever, mate. No.
It's not a normal way that I would have normally been on a chat shows and stuff like that. And I probably wasn't clear on a few things as well. But
I thought you were, mate. And you're fucking Irish, so literally, like the saying goes, he's talking fucking Irish, and I could understand you. It didn't come across as arrogant or anything like that, mate. He were cutting you off, and he was trying to make you out as if you were some kind of thick swat. That's the way I seen it. Yet what you were saying were valid points. It seemed to be to me, sorry for cutting in, that when you tried to ask, you tried taking him on, like the origin of the meaning of the word virus. And you weren't having none of it. When you pulled something out of the bag that he had no comprehension of, he kind of crumbled and went into this face-pulling, arrogant bastard mode,
But I shouldn't have responded. I should have just left him be like that. And if he wants to be smug or give that impression, that's fair enough. I shouldn't have sort of raised myself a bit. Just on my own perspective, that's nothing got to do with,
Yeah, but you were getting irritated, weren't you? That's what it was, really.
Well, usually, no, it was my microphone. I do speak a bit loud. I've noticed that throughout the years. And years ago, when I used to do shows, my mic, I couldn't tune in right, and I'd be sound like I was shouting from underneath the fucking stairs or something like that, trying to get a message across. So I think I nearly went into that mode again. But I don't know what I was actually going to say. There was something else I was going to say. Yeah, he was getting a bit smug with me, but not on the information. And I'm used to that, and I'm used to people trying to convey it as well. They do the exact same thing when we used to go into court. I'd ask a question and they'd stand there and try and convert it into some other bullshit, and I'd just go, right, fair enough, and I'd ask them the question again. He's going to answer my question, and I'd ask them again. I'd never let people, I've seen it the whole time, them with that indoctrination bullshit.
Yeah. I know what you
try
mean.
to convert it into their belief system.
That was it, wasn't it? Some of the stuff he was spouting was from the book of the indoctrinated. It was all stuff that he'd picked up from the book of indoctrination. It wasn't, it was basically your schooling and the history you taught. He was getting all these stuff from scientific nonsense that they're putting out as part of the mainstream, Whereas,
Absolutely.
well, that's, what I mean, don't you know, like, I don't know how to put it, but it was...
No, you're correct there. Everything that he was coming, it's released from the curricular system, or it's being taught within the curricular system. But again, look, people can knock me and him and say, armchair doctor or sofa doctor. No, you do not have to be a doctor. What you want to be is stupid not to understand your own body.
Yeah, exactly. And I even me at 36-year-old now, I'm only just becoming aware of how much I have abused my own body over the years. Just through the shit that I've eaten. And I've been, just the shit. I mean, fuck me, man. I grew up in Salford, so, I've done it all.
No, I have this.
For me, some of the analogies that he was using, when I was saying, look, I haven't seen any of this, and then he sort of goes back to World War One and talks about the football match in World War One, and because I've not seen it, do I not believe that? If I don't believe because I've not seen it, I don't believe that football match happened and that World War I didn't happen because I didn't see it. I mean, it was just fucking ridiculous. I mean,
Well, he kept looking over whoever was, I think it was his boyfriend in room with him. He kept looking over for confirmation, didn't he, of someone who'd ever shown their face?
Yeah, he has somebody who's who were in chat.
Yeah, he has somebody in the room with him who he can be above for his own self glorification. Do you know what I mean? One of them friends.
Oh, I enjoy it.
Better than.
I enjoy that him because it gets us all talking, doesn't it? And it gets us all. If you've got somebody from each side, it's a much better fucking conversation than being in an echo chamber and fucking just hearing one side of the story.
Yeah, exactly. Like us, we're passing the baton, you know, and we're all having a chat and we're all saying our bit, and there's no arrogance, there's no, you know, it's just a normal conversation, isn't it? And he kind of, what's the word for it? I don't know, man. He wants to be, I can't explain it.
He wants to dominate a conversation with self-knowledge.
Yeah, and it's you know, it's all right knowing something, but it's when you know it all that you become a cunt, isn't it? You know.
Again, no.
In Ireland, anyway, Paul. Are you in lockdown like we are? The rest of us, like us here in good old England. I think I'm speaking for all of us.
The rest of the country, all right, or most of the countries in lockdown and level 5 and all that. Again, look, I can't really say it doesn't affect me. If I still get on as if it's not, I go from A to B. I go where I want to. I don't go in and out of the shops without masks. I've been in and out of barracks, in and out of courts, everything else. No masks. Doesn't exist in my life. Look, as long as it doesn't bust my bubble, I'm happy in my bubble and my knowledge and everything else. Inside my bubble, it's good. Don't bust it. I'll not bust your bubble. End of. But then over here, yeah, it's the same thing. On the motorways, there's a lot of checkpoints they're setting up in the motorways.
Yeah, they are.
They're not there for daytime. They have huts, toilets, big floodlights, and everything else. I think they're getting ready for a bit more, to be honest.
I'll tell you what I think, mate. All of the stuff they've set up, this Nightingale hospitals, all of that bullshit. Basically, I think they've done all this first wave, as they class it, and there is something coming that is going to blow our fucking minds. You know, it's going to. There's definitely something due. There's no question about it.
The only thing that's due is the vaccines, and it's the implication of the vaccines, and it'll be the enforcement of the vaccines.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing that's coming. And what I was trying to say the other night as well to Neil, I should have explained it better again, and for me, pronunciations on exomes or exomes or exosomes, just in case he is listening.
Yeah.
He even said it himself with the word virus that it was a slimy solution within the word virus without breaking the double compound word. And actually, there's a woman there, I think it's a Mandy. I went back over a few things the other night, and she looks like she's someone that has an understanding of the meaning of word and why they break it down. The wording is witchcraft. We know all that. Anyway, he said even the virus, it's a solution, yeah. It also means solution or a sticky substance or something like that.
Yeah.
Now, again, when he was on about the exomes and what they're doing, he says they're a communication channel. But he didn't say what they were communicating. You see, what they do is they produce their own solution to get rid of radiations and GMOs and other shit within the body, yeah? That's not natural organic matter.
Mm-hmm.
And we different stuff and different poisons are attacking us each time. So each of them cells, they have to come up with a solution to break that down. And when they do, they send on a signal to the other cells, and they all come up with the same formula then. And what the system, as far as I can make it, they're doing is they're giving that each time something new, because they have to produce something different every year or as we go on in life, with different toxins and poisons coming into our body, and heavy toxins and poisons each time, heavier and heavier.
They're the things that cause the cancer and shit, aren't they? You know.
Yes, so like our body has to naturally get rid of that, and as our cells keep try to adapt getting rid of this fucking shit and all that, coming up with a solution. They're actually patenting that or patenting that. They're giving it a name each time. I know that's got to do it, even when he was looking at it, when he's on about it, it's not or it's RNA and DNA. Everything starts from the cells. So that's where your DNA and everything else is within the cells. I mean, if we've no cells, we've no life, have we? I mean, that's fact. If the cell has no life, we have no life.
So I wasn't reminded hearing a proper constructive answer to what you were saying and that, the dude, he is a kind of intriguing looking dude, and he lets himself down, I think, by just having that arrogance. Someone said there in the chat something about his hair, and as soon as someone mentioned earlier about the concert, and he ended the night on his fucking hair, so you could tell he was like a narcissistic cunt. But I loved how Jay ended it, because I put in the chat, someone said, "Is it VO5?" And I said, "No, it's Spunk." Fucking ended it on that, mate. What a cracker.
Sorry, I was actually going to go back to the virus, or what it does affect our body and what the system does in our vaccines. The only thing they're isolating is, as I said, it's not called a virus, it's the exomes or whatever it is, the cell produces. And when animals are dying, or when they kill the animals by poisoning with vaccines and everything else in the labs, and it's the substance that them cells is producing to clean its own body. That's what they're isolating.
Yeah, and that's basically something that probably fucking 99.9% of the world's population already has in the fucking body, isn't it?
Well, no, it's not that, you see. When that goes into our body, now you've got a confrontation battle going on now, because where our cells is producing a substance that's actually foreign completely, which is the same thing. It's exomes and which is RNA and DNA and stuff. It's two. If it was from human to human, it mutates to the human. It doesn't affect. But with animals, it's a crossover. If you get what I'm saying. Our bodies. That's where the conflict comes in and that. And with the eggs, what they do when they take it out of the animals, they butter into labs. Everything has to be air to it. It can't live in air. It actually says virus. If a virus needs a hosting cell, it doesn't say it's an invader. It needs a hosting cell. So the cell has to invite it. Yeah. So it doesn't say anything about it being an invader or anything. And the cell does invite it because it's inviting it to produce or to get rid of. They butter in the vaccines, and in the vaccines, then that's why they use the child's fetus, unborn baby fetus.
Oh yeah, I've seen something about that.
Because they need the cells for that exome to stay to prolong. Because without a live cell, it doesn't exist, does it? It's there.
Yeah, because I've seen a documentary where they mentioned that, and at the end of it, this young Bill Gates talking about genetically modified organisms, and they just shoot it right into the vein of children in third world countries and whatnot,
Yeah.
Anyway, listen, I'm going to introduce, would anybody like to see some rim cheese? I'm going to add him to the stream. I do believe it's
fucking joking me now, aren't you?
It's the same guy as piss flaps, but that's what I think anyway.
Oh, fuck yeah, no.
He wanted to test his mic, so rim cheese, are you there?
Well, I don't think so. I think the mic's knackered. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I think your mic is knackered, mate. Have you got it right up to your mouth?
It's definitely a fucking pound shot, Mike. That in it, man. Come on.
I got it in Poundland. Actually, I got banned from Poundland earlier.
What? I didn't even get that.
Did you hear that? You can't
Sounds like you're fucking scuba diving, brother.
No,
What? I've got the tablet in my mouth, right?
Is that fucking green screen and not a picture? I think you've got that green screen up, mate. You're meant to be in front of it. Fucking no.
See, it's a sign of my age. I'm not into this technocracy. You know what I mean?
It sounds like he's fighting to get into his fucking sleeping bag.
No, he's pulled his suzzies up and the mic cable's got caught in him.
Fucking suzzies. Fucking suzzies. Fucking listen, I ain't heard that suzzies for fucking years. She had old suzzies on and lot. Oh, fucking hell, you ought to have seen a man. She had old suzzies on and lot. Oh, did she? And I'm like, what? I don't even know what suzzies are. Oh dear. Piss Flaps mic needs boosting. I think he needs a new mic. I think that's what he needs.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, my mic's only a shitty 15 quid thing, but it does the job.
Yeah.
Put a shout out. Look, get a GoFundMe page for me.
Right, okay, we'll get a GoFundMe page.
For rim cheese.
Good, yeah.
Can we raise some money for rim cheese, please? It's fucking very itchy.
Rim cheese. The artist formerly known as Piss Flaps.
Okay, no. Someone says Piss Flaps is an absolute beauty in the right light.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, Rim Cheese, GoFundMe. Anyone wants to set that up so that Rim Cheese can get a microphone, and then we might have some idea as to what he's got to say, but I don't know whether it'll be, worth it.
But won't he be better off doing it through his mobile phone? That'll probably sound better, won't it?
He probably hasn't got a mobile phone. I think he's a gentleman of a different era.
He sounds like he's got a big piece of fucking straw hanging out of his mouth, doesn't he?
Yeah, it sounds
Kip
like
it on an hay bale.
He's a cider drinker, aren't you, Rim Cheese?
No, I don't drink. I used to. I don't drink.
Well, all right. Well, that fucked that up then, didn't it? Rim Cheese is the ghost of Piss Flaps. Oh dear. What the fuck?
Jason.
Go on.
Jason.
Yes.
Do you ever get any rim cheese these days?
Do I get any rim cheese?
Yeah.
What the fuck am I doing here?
I walked into the wrong fucking room.
Well, I think you have. I think I'm going to have to get rid of your three and leave it to me and Rim Cheese. No, I don't have any. Well, I can't even see. I've got that fat, so I can't really see. But in answer to your question, yeah, this is quality broadcasting. How old are you lot, for fuck's sake? Someone says. Yeah, exactly. How old am I? I'm 50. Somewhere. So, Rim Cheese. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll get rid of Rim Cheese and we can start again.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, do you live in Leeds then, Mr. Super?
Just outside, so it's closer to. It's between Leeds and Huddersfield.
Do you know a place called Banham? Just past Leeds. Do you not know? No, I was just asking because I'm heading out there in a couple of weeks. Well, next week actually for the.
What is it? What is it?
There's an old derelict mansion out there. We're going out filming and that, because we film like derelict buildings and all that lot. It's a place called Banham, Banham.
There you go.
It's Well, the
Sorry.
place that we found is like a derelict mansion that is reminiscent of the gaff in Eyes Wide Shut.
All right.
You know, full of Freemasonic
Yeah.
logos and checkerboard
the
flooring and
chateau?
everything.
Do you
Yeah.
mean the chateau where they have
Yeah.
the?
Oh, aye.
That
It's most
was
definitely.
that was actually a Rothschild property, wasn't it?
Well, this gaff is related to numerous families that are all a part of the cult, if you will.
Yeah.
It's a creepy place, mate. It really is. You know, because it's all boarded up now and under cover of darkness inside. It is very sinister.
There's an old mental asylum as well in Leeds that you ought to go to. Have you heard of that?
Possibly, mate. Possibly. I've got hundreds of places on the pins. It's just getting around to doing them, man. The thing that does my head in is fucking editing videos. I like doing it every now and then, but
It takes a long time. I don't do anything like that, so I have no idea. Does it take a long time to do a video like?
It does for me, because I do a lot of fucking, research on old photographs for transitions and get a bit of the history of the places together and that. But go on, Jay. What was you going to say, mate? Sorry, I didn't mean to fucking cut in a minute ago.
No, I would listen. I was just going to say, if anybody doesn't know, Clark is an urban explorer. Is that what you call yourselves?
It is historical documentarian.
Historical, yeah, fucking some dodgy fucking historical documentarianism going on there. But yeah, listen, it's really interesting stuff to watch. So, what's your page?
The Urban Collective.
The Urban Collective, that's it. I knew it were, but I just wanted to make sure that you fucking that you said it.
If you type in the Urban Collective, you'll see that logo. That is my avatar here on the chat.
Yeah. The Urban Collective. There you go. So yeah, go and have a look at some of them. Some really good stuff there. Mark Window.
Well, you were inquiring about Paul. You what do you dirty bastard? Is she still in it? Do you remember when it said on wall he's spray painting that old boozer, Paula sucks dick? Got a message about 2 a.m. guys. It said, "Is Paula still around, Clark?" Eh? Fucking hell.
So what do I think about Windows? I see right through him. I think he's part of the Truther Industrial Complex, which you know who they are. You know the ones. Whether the real or what do you think, Paul? About this this set of people that seem to be at the centre of everything.
What's he on about? The cunt. Clark is a regional cove tickler. What's one of them? a regional cove tickler.
I don't see that one.
Okay, no.
Paul, you there?
Yeah. No, I was just listening to see how the conversation was going. I heard you saying something there about something got to do with people in charge, or what was the exact question? Sorry.
Well, the question were it's usually the same people, the same faces that are turning up at the same events,
Yeah.
the same speeches, and it seems that we've got like a Truther industrial complex. And I know that fucking Richie Allen will claim that he fucking came up with that phrase, but I think I came up with that phrase a long time before he did. But yeah, what do you think? It's always the same people, isn't it? Grow up around it.
For the number of years that I've been listening to a lot of different shows and a lot of different informations and all that, you're right. You get the same people. It's funny how you get a lot of these when you get a movement and all this kind of stuff going. There's always some sort of fucking politics comes out of it. Someone wants to run out of it.
Oh, they always come at a time of great change, or with the advent of COVID and all this, like you get all this Black Lives Matter coming out and that, and it's ironic how it's ironic that you know what I mean, don't you? Like,
Yeah,
it's it's all preordained, man. Fucking hell.
The thing with right, say a lot of the stuff with the COVID now, and a lot of the big movements going on all around the place, and got to do with lockdowns. They're forced to bring in Dolores Cattle and a few other doctors were all doing the tour, weren't they? They were nearly at every big rally there was around Europe and everything else. But there is a video going around, or there's information going around where she was actually going to be. She came to the end of her term, or whatever position she held. So it wasn't if she left because of any reason. She came to the end of her term. And she's supposed to have shares in certain companies as well, so she is. And all of a sudden then she's starting up a political party. These ones around at the top are seem to sneak in there at the top. Again, they're coming out of a curricular system and everything else. They're still saying there's a virus no more than the cold or the common flu. But yet nobody's going into exactly what the cold or common flu is and the reasons why they come on back to the root of all these things. You know what I mean? Something has to start. They're talking around the subject, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I see that an awful fucking lot, mate. There's no straight there is no straight answer. It's just, well, the entire thing's just fucking gaslighting, isn't it? Like someone said in the chat a minute ago, it's just utter fucking confusion because there is an ulterior motive that they don't want you to pay any attention to until it arrives, We've said it hundreds of times. The masks are just the dummy, aren't they? Until you get the fucking bottle, and you're gonna have it, man.
I mean, again, as I was saying, they talk about the vaccination. They talk about as if there is a virus, but they're still putting it down to common cold or flu. And the doctor said years ago, it's only a cold or a flu. Nothing you can do. Go home and drink lemon sip or wherever it would be, which should lemon and stuff. Or it's only a virus. Go home. It's not, years ago it was only a virus. Go home. These days, it's got deadly virus. It's all of a sudden everything's a deadly virus. So it is.
Well, isn't it true though that when you stay indoors away from sunlight and whatnot, that is more of a breeding ground for things like that?
Well, absolutely. Everybody runs on the full spectrum of light, and that's why summertime is so important to us. Yes, our body converts the spectrum of light into vitamin D, so it does, and that's through a process within the body, so it is. And then if the other spectrums of light obviously has other effects on the body and stuff like that. Throughout the seasons, we get less spectrum of light. And that's where we have to use foods to restore that what we don't get, or what we're missing out on, then, which was your minerals, nutrients, the structure to feed all your cells for your cells to obviously goes on to structure your DNA and your RNA and everything. I don't know the whole structure off by hand.
Well, it's like that. It's like
that could make sense.
Yeah.
Sorry?
It's like the shit they're giving us. Have you ever seen I've got kids. Have you ever seen a film called WALL-E, guys? Seriously, a Disney film called WALL-E about a little robot in the future.
I've not seen it.
Right, guys, fucking watch that. And what Paul just said about, the shit we're eating, and they quite literally over a few decades could mold us into whatever they want. And basically in this film called WALL-E, the earth is just buried in fucking junk. So basically everyone's fucked off in this space station in space, right? But the only thing that these people ever see is a screen in front of their face, and they're all lay about on these things that float about, kind of akin to a mobility scooter. And they're all just clinically obese, boneless fucking idiots, intravenously connected to fucking junk food. Watch it, man. This is a kid's fucking film we're talking about here, guys. It'll blow your mind, because that is where we're fucking heading. I'm telling you.
Well, I actually got into a habit years ago watching a lot of these kids' films and cartoons and other films as well. You'll find your history you'll find what the system is about today and what they're trying to do in the future. The news is entertainment. Go into the films and all that, you get the fucking news. It's a bit strange within itself, but you have to understand the symbolism and
Mate, I
else,
can
the
see
metaphors. And we had sorry, what was that?
it's everywhere, brother. The symbolism, the one-eyed fucking triangles. Jesus Christ, brother. I went down the rabbit hole me about 10 years ago. I've literally, about 2-3 years ago, I managed to claw my fucking way out, mate. Because I can't. I tell people send me shit every day. Look at this, Clarky. I'm fucking beheading in Paris and all this shit. I tell you what, brother. If I read it all, I probably would be swinging from the fucking rafters.
Clarky does a good thing called. Let me just get it right. When Jupiter, Venus, and Mars rule the planets or rule the Earth, and if you look into that, it'll explain an awful lot about the pyramid, the triangle, and the eye, and the understanding that people have that completely wrong as well. So they're actually talking about the old world structure.
Is that like where they had London as the banking, they had America as the military, and then what was it? Another one in a triangular shape, another country. I can't think. I seen something like that at some point.
Well, the triangle and all that, it's all got to do with the Trinity, and the Trinity has got to do with Jupiter was the fourth sun, so it was. Venus sat on that and gave off electric plasmas, and in front of that, then you had Mars, and there was a flow of electric plasma off that, which was that's where the saying of the what you call it, the mountain to heaven, the steps to heaven. That's where all that comes. It goes back to a planetary system long before we exist, before the Earth got shifted into the system that it's in today, before the sun that we have today.
Yeah,
I remember. You see, a few years ago, I remember coming across stuff, and I think it was the American Indians and all that used to the stories there. There is old stories where the sun used to rise from the west, not the east. Do you ever hear anything like that? Or where there was two suns? Do you ever hear any of them old stories?
Yeah, there's a lot of it, because it's all the symbolism is based on sun worship and that, isn't it? Well, when you see these pictures of saints and whatnot, they always have a sun behind their head, don't they, emanating in the background and whatnot,
Yeah, but that's all of today's. That's the Roman structure, so it is.
Yeah.
Of today, and Rome, and then the language Latin, which is Dog Latin. It's a bastardized language again from another structure before that. It's the language of the dead. It's not of the living, because the living had a natural language of natural sound.
Yeah.
And not contract words and stuff like this.
Yeah, well, it's like the symbolism you were on about. I seen another one of it the other day in Gmail. I seen this like satanic occult ritual shit going on, and they had like Ku Klux Klan looking gear on. I mean, it wasn't them, but the symbol of the Gmail logo was actually part of their outfit. And then, oh man, there's some fucked up. It's just all there in plain sight, and when normal folk get told about it, they just won't fucking have it, will they? I don't understand how they can't fucking see it, man.
And well, most people, I'll give you a prime example, would be another a symbol that they flipped on us and turned us that we see it as a bad symbol, and the swastika, the German swastika. Now, we all see that as a symbol of Hitler and Nazism. But yeah, you'll find it in lots of cultures around the world. Again.
Yeah. No, I've seen it. I have seen it.
Yeah, and with different definitions and all that. But again, when you go back even further, it's actually a representation of the Big Dipper and the Small Dipper in the sky, or Big Bear, Little Bear. And if you know where that is around the North Star at certain times of the year, you know what season it is.
You mean like the constellation?
Absolutely, it's all part of the constellation. And if it's say up to the right hand side of the North Star, well then it's autumn. So we'll give you that, so it will, and that's why but they're taking all that knowledge away from us. So we don't understand them symbols. We see them as something that's portrayed for the last 100 years.
Well,
Rather
they
than
just want us reliant on the corporate fucking machine, don't they? You know, like Silent Green. They want us just eating slop and dumbed down to fuck like a slave state.
Well, if again, yeah, you're right, and it brings us back to we rely on doctors, not on our own body, or going off on research and on understanding the structure of our body and how it's made up. But we'll all go into the bullshit rhetoric talk of what we see on the internet, what we do.
Well, no, I just look at it for myself, and I see, you know, I've been onto the fact of the fucking high street shutting down for the past 15 years, and I can plainly see that we're being pushed into this fucking internet society. You know, they want us cashless and that. But we were talking about it last time I was on about the supermarkets. You know, just, you know, you see these big retail parks popping up everywhere all over the UK. And all the small businesses, the small shops and that, they can't cope against it. You know, even the pubs and that, because everything's so cheap. But really, they want us just reliant on that system. You know, everything's available now in the supermarket. There's even an hairdresser's opening up in my local one. Never mind the pharmacy that's in there, and you know they're pumping out the fucking propaganda over the speakers so that you can go and get your flu jab in there and all that shit. You know, go and buy your fucking tin of beans and have your flu jab on the way out.
Well, that's you can see where the bigger corporate businesses are taking over the smaller retailers and all that kind of stuff. That's
What was that there, you cunt? Fucking they want us living like Mancunians. He's fucking after me, this cunt, tonight. Watch him, he's not one of us, innit? I'm from Salford, you thick twats. Fucking hell.
Can't you tell by accent? Fucking hell. Most obvious Salford accent I think I've ever fucking heard in my entire life. I don't even think I could fucking. I don't think I could do an impression, and I'm good at impressions, especially Leeds.
Anyone who's ever tried doing an impression of me, they end up sounding like fucking Frank Gallagher. Poor fucking Frank Gallagher, you know.
Not Frank Gallagher, not Noel Gallagher, Frank Gallagher. Huh?
Yeah.
Do you know the Gallaghers? Their family originate from over here where I am.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, his mum's from. Out
the road from where I'd be.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, man. But
yeah,
it's Ireland.
Yeah, no, they're from the same place as who did I say? Ian Hart and Gary Kelly.
Right, all right.
The Leeds boys.
Done Summit, isn't it? Dundalk. Is that it?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Dundalk. Yeah, Dundalk.
Dundalk. Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah, which is part of part of County Louth, which was all part of the Pale years ago.
I've never been to Ireland, to be honest with you. I've never even left England, really. I mean, I've been down to Cornwall and Wales and that, but never been abroad or anything like that.
And listen, I saw somebody I used to one of bar managers that I used to DJ in his bar right back in the day, fucking 2009, 8, 7, 6. And I'm in there but I'm still friends with him on Facebook now. He's in Manchester. And he's now in Manchester. I think he were Irish. His fucking name was Donald. So, you know, I think we know he's Irish.
Yeah.
My actual teenage life was, most of my teens were spent over in London, so it was.
No, no.
So it wasn't
anyway,
really.
it's in a pub in Manchester now, and he did a video it's fucking out of his window upstairs, because he's got digs upstairs in fucking pub, and saying a protest march and saying, look at all this passing trade, and I can't serve any of them anything. And somebody put underneath, commented, it's because of those people you're closed, you've been closed. And I said, well, hang on a minute, yeah. No, it's not. Those people are fighting for your fucking freedoms. those people those are the people that you're going to thank when you're able to be free, if you fucking even realise you're free or not, because you're obviously a fucking slave to the system. And you think to yourself, you know, they're restricting us, and like you were just saying, if they're restricting us from moving, if I won't have a vaccine, I can't.
Oh yeah, you're fucked. You're fucked. I seen something the other day. They want to put us in these internment. Is it internment?
Yeah.
Is that another word for the concentration camp?
Yep, military. It's all military.
Yeah. That's what they're apparently going to be rolling out as part of the agenda for those who refuse to be vaccinated.
But you see, the people that are vaccinated, they're also going to be the people that have the track and trace on the phone. So they're then going to get to the fucking place where they're going to be at an airport, and suddenly, no, they've been in contact with somebody who's fucking, who's been in contact with somebody who's tested positive for COVID, and then they're going to be fucking pulled from that plane just individually at first, and they, you know. So the restricting us from, you're talking about Ireland. I'd love to go and see Ireland, and I can't get on a fucking, I want to go to, you know, get a boat over to Ireland, over to Northern Ireland, then drive into Southern Ireland Republic, and have a tour around and see all that beauty and all that natural stuff, the stuff that God gave us, and I'm not allowed to see that. I can't go and see that, and our kids are going to be the same, because there will be something that fucking stops them.
Well, the equivalent of that for me is shutters and pigeon shit, but I know what you're saying.
These cunts, these fucking idiots who are saying, well, it's because of these people that are marching that you can't open, and it's not. They'd be shut on lockdown, whether nobody marched or not. They'd be fucking on lockdown.
Well, it's the way that they're putting it out in the media. So there were a post the other day on the MEN that said all the power is shut down indefinitely. And it's not indefinite. It's indefinite until the fucking restrictions are lifted. You know, or until, you know, the media stopped. There'd be no fucking virus.
If the media started went pumping all this out, well, then there'd be no virus on our crown chakra, would there? We wouldn't believe in that it's real.
No, we wouldn't even, you know, the thought wouldn't even pass our fucking minds, would it, you know?
But that's what it is. It's an attack on our crown chakra. And it's a belief system.
Oh, yeah, it really is. It makes, you know, when you live in a constant state of oppressive fucking fear, it makes you feel like shit. I mean, you know, you feeling down can literally have detrimental effects on your actual bodily function, can't it?
Absolutely. Well, it's back to a drained battery, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Drained battery in a car, it doesn't start the car, doesn't do the windows, doesn't do the electric mirrors, doesn't do fuck all. But a proper voltage battery in there will run everything smoothly.
There we go.
High voltage battery.
That's how I would have preferred to have put it, but sometimes I mince my words, you know. I know what I want to say, but sometimes it gets a bit, you know.
It was the type of scenario I was going to give that scenario the other night when I was on about the pH of the body, and he started going on about, oh, you're going to use a scenario, blah, blah, blah. In other words, when he was doing it, I wouldn't let him. But he was bringing in electricity that had nothing got to do with the virus.
I remember him doing something. He turned round and cut you off and said, oh, you're going to do that now, aren't you? You're going to do this, you're going to do that. And yeah, I know what you mean, mate.
Yeah, so that's why I turned around to him at one stage and went, well then, why is that information wrong then? Well, he was just after saying. And he didn't explain exactly why it was wrong as such.
He never would do, would he, you know? I just see the fucking comment there. Watch him, he's not one of us, says, why don't we just have postcode euthanasia starting in Salford? Oh, you've hurt me. You've hurt me there, brother.
Oh, you must be gutted. Listen, I've had to turn your mic off because I will get some feedback, and I pinned it down to you. So whenever Clarky and Paul were talking, it were feeding back and it were like going up and down. So I've turned your mic off. So when you want to say something, just let me know. Okay.
Have you got 2 streams going at once, Leeds? Have you got YouTube on and the stream as well? If so, that's what it is, mate. Only have the StreamYard on, because it does it for me, that.
If you mute the YouTube, you're all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. We've not got no feedback now. Good. I can leave your mic open then. Nice one, Leeds. Nice one, Leeds. Yeah, but so we are heading fucking down this slippery slide. We've got all these people telling us. I mean, where's QAnon? Trump supposed to. He was supposed to have drained the swamp. Yeah, he had 4 fucking years and he didn't do it.
It's just the same old fucking rhetoric spewed out every time. It's all. They're just the puppet. No matter who ends up in fucking power, it doesn't matter. The ultimatum is, there is a fucked up agenda to call the populace. I truly do believe that. I truly do believe it. And it's
but to a lot of people, it doesn't matter what you think of him, but to a lot of people, he brought hope. And they do say it's the hope that will fucking kill you.
Well, here's one that sort of reminds me of the same situation with Trump and all that. There's someone over here does be on the internet an awful lot and all that. I'd say he's a bit of an ego warrior. He pushes certain constitutions and shit like that. He done up a legal notice when you get stopped here, just hand this, blah, blah, blah. He got stopped himself and didn't give the legal notice. God asked him where he was going. What do you say? I don't have to answer that. I don't wish to answer. Wherever it was, anyway. 10 minutes later, he's telling the guard, he had a bit of a chat with the guard, explained family law or constitution. Then he turns around and says to the guard, "Oh, sure, you're a nice guard, anyway. I'm heading out. I'm coming from court, going to this place, and blah, blah, blah. And I just thought I'd tell you anyway because you're a nice guard." So, in other words, after 10 minutes, the guard turned around and says, "All you have to do is tell me you were going home." So, your man who knew everything gave the guard everything in 10 minutes because he was a nice guard. It's a bit like Trump's a nice man and everybody's giving him everything. And you go up the road and there's a bad guard, which would be Trump. Do you know what I mean? The one that we know that's dorky and all that comes out. But yet there's a good one there as well. If he's so good, why didn't he arrest the bad one?
Well, this is it, mate.
Trump's so good.
We know they're just the facade, aren't they,
Yeah, and if Trump is so good, why don't talk about draining the swamp, arrest him. Because if it was any of us that half of that shit was coming out, and we'd be locked up a long time ago.
We're just being fucking led into that fucking state of like the film Idiocracy, aren't we? Where like the president in Idiocracy was an ex-wrestler or whatever. You've got these cunts now. I mean, we've got a pedo. Well, they're all fucking probably in the non-Pizzagate club and all that shit, aren't they? Anyway, So it's just a mockery of us. I mean, Boris Johnson, I seen him on a fucking interview the other day as the world's going to shit. Friends of mine are utterly depressed, thinking of fucking hanging themselves because their livelihood's gone down the pan. They're fucking terrified they're not going to feed the kids. And he can't even be arsed brushing his hair and putting a fresh fucking set of threads on to go on the news, the scruffy cunt, fucking cat hair all over. He's just a fucking lazy fucking slob. If we were all sat down, the fucking boozer, would we let that come to run our lives, lads? You know what I mean? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I've got to get. Was that before or after he fucking phoned you up?
That was after, the bastard. We were good mates beforehand.
Someone says we should all join Black Lives Matter just to get out of the house.
Okay, no.
Oh dear me.
Well, the earlier one he said was the world's always ending, business as usual. God bless Uncle Joe Biden.
Well, yeah, it is always, and it's fucking mad, isn't it?
Oh, mate, it is, yeah.
I'm getting a bit sick of it, to be fair. I mean, it just seems to be a fucking circle and around and around and around and around, and that's what, like we doing this fucking show, and I get guests on, and like, you don't know who's, for a start, you don't know who's fucking good or fucking bad. I mean, I watched the fucking video once, right? And it said it was about how to spot fucking people that were, agents and part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
And suddenly it fucking pops up in the fucking the highlighting Raconteurs news. And they're showing that we've had Max Egan on, so we must be bad. We've Ian Crane on, so we must be bad. We've had fucking such and such. And it was going through all our stuff. I thought,
What was this on?
it was a YouTube, just a random YouTube video about fucking hoaxers and fucking people that were.
What? So do you reckon because you've had particular people on, they reckon you're a fucking hoaxer?
There you go. That's it. They reckon that you're part of it, even though there's fucking hundreds of videos on Raconteurs News with different people.
No to do with me.
Oh no!
Don't fucking get me involved. Last fucking one I'm doing this, mate. Fuck that.
Just fucking picked out a few and said, "Like, look at these. This is fucking gay." So I know that.
You big bald shell. You big bald shell, Jess.
I know. I'm going to get in some right fucking trouble for falling asleep Friday night.
Fuck you know.
I'm not doing fucking show. Anyway, we've got 8 minutes, guys, and then I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah, man.
So, you want to bring up before we say bonjour?
Well, if the world ends, I think you're all lovely people, including the chat, and all the best in your afterlife.
Could I have a poll in the chat, please, Jess?
A poll?
A poll, yes.
Go on then, what?
I can't decide what. I've got munchies on, so I can't decide what I want.
Fucking hell, I thought it was fucking fundamental to the fucking existence of the human race, man.
Come on,
pot noodle or spam butter.
It's important, this, mate. Number 1, curry, or number 2, pizza.
It's not curry, it's curry.
Curry.
It's not an E, it's a U, brother.
Right.
All I'm going to say is that
front right side at Pennines, mate.
I'm going to say
fucking right side at Pennines. No,
Curry's winning.
Curry's winning. Curry. Right, so you're going to have a curry then, aren't you?
What we're talking, Joe Fraser.
Oh, you could have a pizza with my fucking rim cheese on it if you want.
That is that pungent fucking. Jesus Christ! Fucking hell.
Oh dear. A rim cheese. Ring up and said, "Do you do a rim cheese? Fucking
rim cheese kebab."
Yeah,
with special sauce. That's the thing.
Yeah, they call it fucking white liquid.
Oh, you lift your onion rings up, and it's like one of them cheese strings. Fuck off, you cunts! I'm gonna leave in a minute, dirty bastard.
Well, at this time of night as well, I've only really got one fucking kebab to choose from, and it's probably cat or something that you're eating. Yeah.
Listen,
you've got one kebab to choose from. How can you choose from one?
No, one.
It's the only shop still open in the pandemic, isn't it?
At this time of night, they're all shut. So you've only got one at this time of night.
Kebab-ish, it's called.
No, there is one called that round here, though. Yeah.
Oh, everyone's got a kebab-ish.
Fucking hell,
Yeah.
it's a smegma casserole. Dirty bastard. I've not heard that word for fucking years, smegma.
What about number 3? Should I go for a kebab? I can't make my fucking mind up, mate. I'm fucking terrible. I sit here looking at fucking menus for hours, and then I'll go to bed.
Oh man, what has happened to the stream, G?
It's gone to tits, hasn't it? We start. I mean, I think it was when Piss Flaps came in. I think he brought it down.
Oh no.
Then he comes back to fucking rim cheese, and so like he sort of started us on the downward passage that we seem to have gone. So I think we'll probably just end this here.
Number 4, burger. I could have a burger. Burger. Number 4, burger. 4. Sorry.
Burger, kebab. What about a mixed kebab? You can have a mixed kebab, couldn't you?
I can't. I'll be honest, lads. I used to fucking eat that shit all the time, man. You know, I used to drink a lot, and you know the shit I've eaten. No wonder I feel like shit most of the time. So I'm trying to eat healthily now. You know, trying.
Good on you. No. I do, Clarky. But once every, I don't know, month, I might have a shit meal.
Just tastes so good, doesn't it? You know what I mean? It really fucking does. A big dirty, greasy half-pound double cheeseburger with raw onion on. You just can't.
Until next day.
Exactly.
Until next day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There you go then. I think that just about sums up tonight's podcast. Mahatma Leveland's Piss Flap kebab with rim cheese topping. What about you, Paul? Any last words from you?
Yeah, I don't go in for kebabs or any of that. I gave it all up years ago. I don't eat meat, so I don't. Gave it up a couple of years ago. Gave up drink years ago.
Do you feel better for it though?
Absolutely, 100%.
Because I've got smoking in me about 3-4 months ago, and I feel utterly shit since I've quit. I feel like I feel like my body. Serious. This is a serious thing. I feel like my blood is fizzing up inside my body all the time, and I feel horrible of late. I really do.
Yeah, I was actually diagnosed with something there. I did back disease a couple of years ago to try to get me onto injections. And these days, I'm 51 now. I do walkouts in the morning time with my young lad and a couple of others. We do walkouts up there in my garages and shit like that. Change the whole style around, then doing radios and all that, change the whole mindset around. Feel better the last couple of years than I did in fucking the first 40 years of my life thing, you know, that sort of way. Again, look, come here. Cheers for letting me come on, Jason, and voice my opinion, and cheers for anybody in the chat for even listening to my opinion and all that. I'm not going to say my opinions are always right. Again, we all give us our own opinions, and all we can do is go out there with a logical mind and check things up.
Simple, isn't it, brother? And not be a bunch of arrogant bastards about it.
I'd just like to say though, Paul, Sir Super of Leeds was talking about getting a kebab, so there's not going to be fucking any meat in there. It's just going to be fucking hoofs and teeth and fucking shoulders.
Shit, man. Big dirty ass fucking toenail.
Honestly. Oh, fucking ring pieces and what?
What where you tip it out onto your plate and the grease is just fucking emanating on the thing underneath. Oh man, it's disgusting.
I've had one before. The cat's, you know, the thing that put around its neck. That were in it.
Fuck off. You got a piece of kebab, mate. You see little bell there dangling on it.
With name on it. It had name on it.
What was name?
Eva.
Fucking Eva.
An Eva kebab. I say, ring up and say, can I have an Eva kebab again then, please?
Can I have an Eva special?
Anyway, everybody, thanks for listening. Be back on Tuesday. I don't know what will happen on Tuesday. Fucking God knows. We've had fucking smegma, fucking rim cheese, piss flaps. We've had everything.
Retitle your stream on YouTube and just put rim cheese, piss flaps, and schmegma, and I guarantee them likes go up, brother.
Still a fucking kebab.
That's got to be your title now, G. It's got to be your title, mate.
No, what that? Kebab. Kebab.
Oh, anyway, listen, guys, everyone, thanks to everyone in the chat room. I'll be back on Tuesday, and what it'll look like, I don't know. It'll probably look something like this. I've got no lined up because I found nobody interested in what I really want to talk to.
You cheeky bastard.
But
You can fuck off now, then.
no, I'm not talking about your part. Fucking hell, I'm talking about any of these people that are like,
Yeah, but about half the time, Jay, when you bring these uber interesting people on, they get more of a buzz listening to us talk about piss flaps and that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, but we shouldn't talk about piss flaps though, should we? You might get fucking offended. We've offended some.
I don't even know what a piss flap is.
Piss flaps offended. Yeah, that's it. That's a good one. Yeah. Anyway, listen. See you later, everybody. Take care.